Hi. Today I had the bad luck and I break my grandmother's Technics noise-canceling headphones, that is worth at least $200. Luckily I will show you how to fix them cheaply and easily with Superglue and a baking soda hack. These are high-res quality headphones and if I don't repair them, my grandmother will be very, very angry at me. As you can see, this right side is completely broken, and it's only holding on the cable. There are 13 wires on this small cable end side. If any of them gets damaged, the headphones will be dead. To do this job you will need some screwdrivers, some toilet paper, if you need to get your trousers cleaned out for fear of granny, some plastic wrap and painter's tape will also be useful. Scissors, a match, baking soda, some tweezers and super glue. Mixing liquid superglue with baking soda makes instant cement. Wrap the areas that do not require gluing, this will prevent them from getting covered with superglue. Then unscrew the 2 screws from the hinge plastic cover. Remove the unscrewed cover. Apply adhesive tape around the broken seam. Apply superglue to the seam of the joint, also apply superglue to the other part of the joint. Put the 2 parts together as they should be and hold, without moving. And spread baking soda over the top. Then use your grandmother's toothbrush to remove the extra baking soda and apply superglue over the top. And again apply baking soda. Wipe it off as the glue absorbs as much as it needs, the rest can be brushed off. Apply glue to the side and add baking soda on top, wipe off the rest soda. Apply glue on the inside and add baking soda, do the same on the other side. But there was a failure, because when I put the hinge cover back on, the glued area came loose, which means I'll have to glue it more properly. Remove the film from the ear pad cushion and pull off the ear cup with your fingers. This part was also supposed to be glued on, but first the headphones themselves need to be fixed. Unscrew all 4 screws, but be careful that the magnet of the speaker doesn't pull the screws into speaker, as this will damage the speaker. Open the headphone body, but slowly so as not to break the wires. Here is the color wiring, if anyone finds it useful. Unscrew the board screws, pull to the side of the board and unscrew the screw below. Now you can remove the outer plastic from the headphones. Put the 2 broken parts together, squeeze them tightly. Apply glue on top and add baking soda. Apply glue on the inside and add baking soda. Wipe off the remaining baking soda. Again, apply superglue over the top and add baking soda. Place the wire where it needs to be, fill with glue, where the hinge cover attaches. Press it into place and screw it in with the 2 screws. Fill the existing side seam with glue so that it fills nicely, spread baking soda over the top, wipe off any extra baking soda. Apply glue around the edge where the hinge cover ends and apply baking soda again, wipe off any remaining baking soda. Then put the side panel back in place and screw it to the headphones body. Then screw on the headphone main board. And close the headphones by putting the headphone housing in place. These headphones have a crack on the other side, so let's take that side apart and glue it back together also. First remove the ear pad's cushion. Unscrew all the screws, remove the headphone housing. But carefully, without tearing the wires. Here's a close-up of the battery and the wiring, in case anyone needs it. Then unscrew the screw holding the side panel. Separate the headphone body from the side panel. Unscrew the hinge cover screw, remove it. Press the glue into the cracked plastic and put it back together. Press the plastic back together like it was new. Apply baking soda. Lots of baking soda. Wipe off the extra and reapply superglue. Apply glue all around and add baking soda. Wipe off the extra again. Then squeeze the glue where the side cover attaches. Put on the side cover and screw it on tightly. Apply glue around the seam of the cover and add baking soda all around. Wipe off all the baking soda and apply superglue over the top again and let it all dry. Screw the side panel of headphone body on, then screw the headphone housing on. A bit of superglue leaked out the bottom seam, which damages the visual a bit, but fortunately, my grandmother doesn't have good vision. The main thing is that the headphones hold together well. Take grandma's nail file and peel off the instant cement, so that the glue areas are smoother. Wipe off the debris left by the file. Then apply painter's tape where you don't want the varnish to go on the surface. Take your grandmother's nail varnish and apply it to the glue seam. Stick the adhesive tape to the edges of the edging and apply the nail varnish. Do the same on the other side and remove the adhesive tape after applying the nail varnish, before the nail varnish has dried, otherwise it will come off in patches. Apply nail varnish where the glue seam is still visible. In this way, Cover with nail varnish all the places where you think it is bad, because nail varnish will slightly improve the overall look. Once the nail varnish has dried, remove the foils that protected the headphones. Using a damp cloth, clean the headphones, so that they are not covered with baking soda, and wipe every gap and detail carefully. Remove the adhesive tape from the speaker, and place on top the earpad cushions, so that the seam is down. Do the same with the other side. Ready. We've saved my grandma's Technics EAH headphones. They'll last a long time and be as durable as new again. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to post them below this video. Thanks for watch and see you in other headphone repair videos.